So we're going to do a pod review today on this pepper right here. I got about 3 of these plants, and none of them really have any ripe fruits on them at the moment, though a few of them already put fruits out, but I had to pick those for cooking. But we do got one here that has several fruits that are ripening or ripened, and they're quite beautiful. Very, very beautiful peppers on this thing. And this plant is called the bull's heart pepper. First year growing it, very pleased with it. It's very productive and very hardy to most conditions. It really likes to not be in direct sunlight per se, unless you start it off in direct sunlight and let it just kind of grow out that way. And if you do that, this plant will adjust to the sunlight and grow very hardy and be very hardy in full sunlight and really produce a ton of peppers for you. And so the pepper sizes could generally range from something like this size to a little bit bigger. They can get a little bigger than what you see right here, because I've already picked a couple this year that were like maybe 1.5 times the size of that. It's starting to get late in the year, so they're getting a little smaller, but it's a beautiful pepper. Look at that. That is absolutely freaking gorgeous, guys. That is absolutely gorgeous. Here's another one. They got to come off because they got to come off. They're meant to be come off. Another one. Put two together. Isn't that gorgeous, guys? Bull's heart pepper. Look at that. That is something, guys. Those are beautiful peppers. Again, this is typical size for them. I do have a couple of other plants here somewhere. Not sure where they are. Here's a bull's heart. Here's another bull's heart. The problem with this bull's heart is there's a certain slug that's living in here somewhere, and it keeps coming up on this plant and chewing this plant to pieces. I've probably lost 3 or 4 decent sized peppers on here because of this one slug. I should take this plant out of here completely and just remove it. Just get it out of here completely. But it's already the end of the season. I'm not going to waste time with it. And in fact, there's not even really any peppers on it now, because I had to see they're just starting to put out peppers now, but I had to pick them off. There were all holes in them and stuff because of the slug damage. And I got another bull's heart over here. I think I have 4 plants somewhere. You see those 3, and here's the other, those 2, and here's the other one. Again, you can see that's a typical size that you can see on those. So you can see those will actually get a little bigger, but again, you need to have them in full sun or more sun than they're getting right now. But they grow really good, even in partial shade like where we're at now. So it's not partial shade, but it's not like bright cooking sun, you know. It's not the same thing. It's kind of like hidden away. And I'm still producing peppers. So this is a good candidate to bring indoors and grow this pepper indoors and get peppers out of it. You'll end up with stuff like this, which is a gorgeous little pepper, guys. Very enthusiastic about this particular variety. I definitely want to pursue this more instead of growing the typical bell peppers. I'm kind of getting bored with them, though I do eat them a lot. But we will definitely pursue this, so without any further ado, let's turn you around and give it a go. Alright guys, we're doing another pod review today, and today it's going to be on the bull's heart pepper. Here it is. A nice little pepper. I don't know if this thing has any heat on it. I have eaten a couple of these already this year. I don't remember, guys, if it has heat on it or not. There's so many peppers I go through, I can't keep track of what's what anymore. But here it is. It's a nice little pepper, little horn shape. They can probably, maybe almost double in size. Not quite double in size, but they could get very close to that. And this plant can actually be quite productive if you grow it by itself in the ground in full sun. You can get quite a few peppers off of one plant. It's not a very unproductive plant. This plant can really put them out. It's just you got to really keep it to itself. It doesn't. You crowd it off, it's only going to put out so many peppers. If you keep it by itself, this thing's going to pump them out for you. All right, so here it is, and let's give it a go. Okay, so let's start off with the fact that this is a sweet pepper. There's no heat in this, and I don't need to go over the heat. But the wall thickness on this particular variety of pepper as you can see here, it's pretty thick. It's a pretty thick walled pepper. It's crispy but kind of pliable at the same time. I don't know the right word to describe it. It's chewy and crispy, and it breaks up nice as you chew it. It's kind of like flexible and soft. It's not hard and crispy like a bell pepper. Like you can just crack it open. It breaks. Like this is softer. It takes a little bit to kind of, it's more malleable, should I say. But it's a very nice pepper. It's sweet. It has no tanginess in it at all. It's got a bell pepper type of an effect on the flavor. The only difference I would say is that it's very light in flavor compared to a bell pepper. Bell peppers tend to be, you know, stronger in flavor. Very prominent, strong type of a flavor. This is like a bell pepper but light flavor. It's the light version of what a bell pepper would taste like. It has a nice sweet taste to it. It's very pleasant, sweet taste. It has a nice peppery taste. And the aftertaste of it is very nice. It also has a very slight bit of tanginess, but not very much. It's very light. The thing about this pepper that stands out the most that I could see is the wall thickness is very thick on it, and it's very delectable like. It's very malleable when you chew it. It breaks up nice. It's very like it bends easy. It's not hard and crispy like a bell pepper. It bends easy, but it's not rotting. It's nothing like that. It's nowhere near that kind of softness, but it's just strange, the effect of it when you eat it. It's very strange. Flavor is very smooth, very mild. Nothing off-putting about it in any way. No tanginess or anything like that. Beautiful pepper. Again, this plant can really pump out the peppers if you grow by itself, and you get a ton of these things. And what's nice about this is the peppers don't get super large. So if it's just cooking for yourself, you may not want necessarily to chop up a whole bell pepper in your meal. You might want to go with something a little smaller like I do. And this is perfect size for me for one meal when I'm making salads or something. Sometimes I don't want to chop an entire bell pepper. So I end up cutting bell peppers in half, and I got to put it in the bag and then put it in the refrigerator. I'd rather just use the whole thing and I'm done with it. No bag and nothing, you know. And this is a good pepper size for me. And it's perfect for a salad. It's also good for, I add peppers a lot to sauces. So this is perfect for making sauces. You just use one. If you want a little more pepper, just throw another one in there. That's all. You'll definitely get the amount of peppers you need off of one plant. It's a very productive plant. So anyway, that's just a quick review for the bull's heart pepper. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.